everyone, it's Katie, and tonight I'm here with a talking video which all of you guys seem to enjoy. I've got some things to say, and I guess you don't really have anywhere to be, so you can watch me for a few minutes just rant about things and talk and give advice and whatnot. Although I'm not too experienced in many aspects of my life, I do have my fair share of things that I can talk to you guys about and maybe give you guys advice on, I guess. There's been some things that have happened recently and in the past year or so that have just given me a little bit more insight about certain things that just have not gone so great, and I like to talk about them because I know that all the things that have happened in my life, all the discrepancies, all of the hardships and struggles, all build me into a better person. And I know that sounds incredibly cliche because everyone says it, but honestly, when you just fail, when you face plant, it just makes you think, oh, next time I will do this differently. This video is me telling you guys how not to give a... Yeah, I know, there's an expletive there, but I decided to just insert the word fudge because everyone loves fudge, so why not? So I want to talk about something that hits home for a lot of us, myself included, dealing with the opinions of other people. Basically, just in every element of my life, I'm constantly faced with the question, like, what will so-and-so think of this? What will my parents think of this? Like, what will other people think? Dear. I have a lot to learn. I've been trying way too hard to impress other people and to do things only if it'll make me look good and that sort of thing. In the past year, however, I have turned around a lot of that. Like, I have started being my own person and dressing how I want and doing what I want. I'm not 100% like, yeah, I'm doing me, you can do you. Certain things people say do get to me, but I'm trying a lot harder now to get around it, and I'll tell you guys today the things that I do to make sure that I don't conform to other people's opinions of me. The only downside of being this more confident person that I am and I'm striving to be is the fact that a lot of people will put me down for being confident. They think that I'm self-centered, that I'm entitled, that I'm conceited, and yeah, like, I get where those people are coming from. A lot of the times, like, from another person's perspective, I could seem like someone who would be conceited and that sort of thing, but I know who I am. I know that I'm very, very thankful for the things that I have and for the exposure that I have and the talents that I do possess. Somewhat. I have some certain talents, some not talents at all, like sports, but I mean, I'm thankful for a lot of the things that are in my life and for basically everything, even the sucky things that I have to deal with. Like, I'm thankful for those because without those I would not be who I am. And the people who don't understand me and don't understand the way I live and how I operate, then they don't really deserve to be in my life, right? A really important aspect of being confident and not giving a fudge is learning to let go of the people who are not building you into a better person. You need to respect yourself enough to walk away from the things that are no longer suiting you and they're no longer benefiting you and your walk of life and your passions and your aspirations for the future, because why would you hang around with just, again, a weight, you know, like carrying around like 15 pounds of weight around every day? Like, that's my kind of analogy. Like, why would you, like, knowingly, like, you can drop it at any time, why would you carry that weight around with you? I mean, of course, yeah, it's a lot easier said than done to get rid of negative people in your life, but it has to happen in order for you to move forward and you to become a better version of yourself. One of the main tips is to get rid of negative energy in your life. Like, if you're playing a specific sport or doing a specific hobby that your parents want you to do, or maybe like you thought your past self wanted you to do, but you're no longer feeling satisfied from it, then you should quit. I mean, yeah, quitters never prosper, whatever, but if it's honestly not suiting you and you want to do something different with your life, you have the rights to do that. You have the right to end something that is not suiting you anymore. If you have a friend or a boyfriend or something like that, if they no longer respect you and understand where you're coming from and are just being negative energy in your life, you have the right to get rid of them, and maybe not to be like, I hate you, like, go away, but to just say, like, yeah, so-and-so, I feel like we don't have that many common interests anymore. Like, you don't really have to have a sit-down conversation with them and say, I don't like you anymore, like, but you can just, like, slowly wean yourself off of hanging out with them and start finding new friends. Some people it might not sound that easy, but it's fairly easy to make new friends. You find common interests, you, like, I don't know, just sit down and talk to people. If you honestly talk to someone, have a conversation with someone, and really just care about what they're talking about, like, try to know them, you will make friends. People make it out to be so much harder than it is to make friends and to make new relationships with people. I don't know, it's not that hard. You can do it. I have faith in you guys that you guys can make new friends if you are hanging out with people who aren't aren't doing you justice. The next important aspect of not giving a fudge is to realize that people are going to judge you. I'm just saying it plain and simple. There's not one person on this planet, in this galaxy, that has never been judged. There are people who are freaking flawless, like Beyonce, the queen goddess of pop, whatever genre she does, yeah, pop. She even has haters. In order for you to become closer to not giving a blank, you need to realize that there's gonna be people that don't like you, and it sucks when people don't like you for any specific reason. Like a lot of the times, I know in my case, there's people who don't like me and I don't understand why they don't. Like I don't know what I did wrong, but a lot of the times you don't do anything wrong. It's just your existence that people don't like. And yeah, that really sucks when you say it out loud, like wow, why is the human race so freaking cruel? But that's just how life is. There's gonna be someone that you're just not gonna be a great fan of. It's kind of just like science. Like there's gonna be things that don't react well together. It's like allergies, you know? There's gonna be certain foods that you can't eat, and no matter how many times you try to eat them, you're just gonna get bloated and puffy and itchy. And that was an awful analogy. There's always going to be people that you're not gonna like, and that people aren't gonna like you. It's just how it is. You don't have to have everyone to like you in order to be successful in your life and in your aspirations for what you want to do. There are going to be roadblocks in your way and people who just don't understand your vision and your mission for life, and you just have to learn to, I don't know, dodge the roadblocks, you know, get around them, find an escape route. You gotta find some sort of way to not let those roadblocks and obstacles in your life take you down and make you feel lesser, you know? You gotta get rid of those orange cones. Either plow over them, not really give a beep, or, you know, some sort of method of your choosing. But basically you just can't let those people and those, I don't know, just facts get in the way of what you want to do with your life. The best revenge, in my opinion, is happiness. So if there's someone who doesn't like you, who doesn't necessarily think that you're the cream of the crop, and you show them like you're doing your own thing and you're having a good time, and it's not like about impressing people, it's not about like getting people on your side, it's about showing that person or that group of people that you don't need them and their approval in order for you to be successful and happy. And I think the best success, best like version of success is happiness. So if you just show this person that you're happy in your own skin and you're not obsessing over them liking you, then that's like the best thing there is just showing that person that you can get over them and you are not being taken down by the fact that they don't like you. There's always gonna be someone who supports you. If it's your mom or, you know, God, if you're a religious person, or Buddha, whoever you believe in, there's someone that's gonna be there for you. It could be a complete stranger, like, I don't know, someone like a cop or something. There's someone who's gonna be able to help you at all times, and it doesn't seem like it a lot of the time when you're feeling really depressed and really down and out of it. There's always that feeling like, wow, there's no one here for me, I don't have any friends. But just take a step back and think about it. You do have someone that you can go to. You can come to me. I answer my Twitter. You don't have to strive for other people's approval who are never going to, you know, like you. It's just like trying to like that food that you're allergic to. It's just like trying to get around the allergy because you're like, oh, I really love this food. I really want it, but I'm allergic to it. Like, you just gotta trust your body, you know? Like, trust what fate is like doing. Like, you're not supposed to be friends with this person, and you don't need to go against fate to try to get that person to like you. It's just not gonna happen. Another way to not give a fudge has to do with the quote behind me, which is, the ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. The people who follow this sort of strategy, who are just absolutely downright and passionate and crazy, they're the people who will change the world. The people that don't give a about what other people think, those are the people that are going to do something great with their lives. Last but certainly not least, in my semi-condensed guide on how to not give a fudge, you have to learn that failure is just a part of human life and how life is, because you're not going to succeed at every single thing you do, and if you do, then that's just not humanly possible and you're weird, because there's always gonna be something that you're not gonna be good at, and you need to realize your failures and use them to your advantage, which sounds really strange, but people like talking to people who are open about their failures, who aren't all like, oh, look at me, I'm great, like awesome, this is all the stuff I've done great. It's great to talk to someone when they openly admit, yeah, like I suck at cooking. That being said, you don't want to be like down on yourself the whole time when you're talking to someone or you're telling your life story or something. You don't want to be like, oh, I suck, this is bad, this is all the bad things that have happened in my life. Yeah, you want to be modest about your successes, but you don't want to completely eliminate them either. So, I mean, yeah, there's a science to talking about yourself, of course, that I have not mastered yet, because I have been called conceited and self-centered. If I'm proud of something, I'm going to talk about it. That being said, I'm not going to completely rant about my successes. I'm getting kind of off topic here, but failures, they're good. You have to learn to accept your failures and live your life not afraid of failing. There's this question that I'm constantly faced with in my life, like what would I do if I knew I could not fail? Like sure, I would love to make films in Hollywood, but I always think like, oh, what if I don't make it big? What if I end up being a hobo in LA? Like what if? But if you think of the what ifs always, if that's the only thing you focus your life and your passion in, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be a what if. That's not necessarily something I wanna be. I wanna be someone who makes something out of my life, and I'm not gonna get there if I'm constantly downing on my dreams, if I'm constantly demeaning everything and thinking, oh, I can't do this because blank. Like, eliminate the blanks and live your life for you. Because you're the only person that can, so why like think, oh, someone else will do it better than me? Why leave it to the next guy when you can perfectly master your own life and your own passions? Like why? One of the best things alongside really nice hot showers and chocolate cake is watching people talk. I love watching people talk. I just really find some sort of like happiness and awesomeness in watching people talk about things that they're passionate about. When you see like the light in their eyes and when they get really excited, that is what I love most about being a human, is watching people talk and use their brains and all that like clockwork in their head to make something come out of their mouth that they believe in. I love hearing people talk about things that they feel strongly about and they absolutely 100% believe in. Yeah, sure, there's the what ifs of what if I fail, what if I can't do that, what if I can't make films, what if I can't be a public speaker, what if I can't be a businesswoman. But then again, like, screw the what ifs, because if I constantly am thinking of the bad parts of my life, if I'm constantly dwelling in the things that I could fail in, then I'll never truly succeed. I'll never truly go forward with my life. So as I close this video, I would like you guys to utilize the comment section below and let me know about your passions and what you guys want to do with your life if you could not fail. Because honestly, like as I said, I love hearing people talk about their passions and I would absolutely love to hear yours. So yeah, that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys all are a little bit closer to not getting a fudge, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.